Selena Quintanilla Perez was one of the most loved singers and entertainers of the 90s. She was called the Queen of Tejano. She is the one who propelled Latin music to the mainstream circuit. Selena was known to hobnob with fans easily and trust most people at the drop of a hat. One such folly killed her when she became friends with Yolanda Saldivar. In those days, instead of fan pages on Facebook, there were real fan clubs for entertainers. A relentless Yolanda, who was once a practicing nurse, pursued Abraham endlessly, and he decided to appoint this seemingly excited woman the president of Selena's fan club in 1991. Selena interacted with Yolanda and began to increasingly trust her, showering her with love and gifts. By 1993, the fan club had reached 1,500 members in less than 4 years, and eventually grew to over 5,000. The fan club became the largest fan club in San Antonio area. By 1994, Saldivar was also given the additional responsibility of managing Selena etc., her fashion boutique. After Saldivar became the manager of Selena etc., things took a turn for the worse. The employees began quitting, citing Saldivar's dictatorial style of management as the reason. Selena, of course, was busy with her music to really take note of the issue. The Quintanillas also did not really suspect much till in 1995, Abraham, Selena's father and manager, started get infuriated calls from fans, saying that they were not getting the promised benefits, even after making membership payments to the fan club. To his dismay, Abraham found out that Yolanda Saldivar had used forged checks to transfer membership payments from the fan club to her own personal bank account. She also had a history of duping the doctor that she had worked. On hearing this, Selena was distraught but still did not believe her father, till he showed her the proofs. Selena and her family gave Saldivar an ultimatum: either prove the charges made against her were wrong, or face legal action. Saldivar was removed from her job. Selena was hurt, because the woman she had trusted so much had looted the hard-earned money of her fans. But Saldivar maintained that she was framed and that she would prove her innocence. On March 30, 2015, Yolanda asked Selena to meet her at a motel where she was staying. While her husband was in the car, Selena went to Yolanda's motel room to collect the bank statements. When they were riding back home, Selena felt that Saldivar had not given her all the necessary documents. Later that night, before going to bed, Selena received a call from Saldivar saying that she was raped and had to be helped to the hospital. Perez, Selena's husband, told her not to trust Saldivar because it would be yet another lie, and in any case, it was too late to go back to the motel. The next day, Perez woke to a high-pitched scream from Selena. She laughed and said that she had accidentally bumped into Perez's father, and told her husband to continue sleeping. By the time Chris woke up, he was in for the tragic news of his wife being shot dead. At 7:30 a.m., Selena had gone to meet Saldivar that morning, without telling Perez. She had gone to find out the condition of Saldivar. She had even taken her to the hospital. The doctor performed few tests on Saldivar and concluded that she was not raped. Selena was angry with Saldivar for lying to her and stating that she was bleeding profusely, when she had told the doctor that she had bled just a little bit. On their way to the Days Inn motel at Corpus Christi, Selena told Saldivar that it would be best if they stayed apart for some time, because her father would be really infuriated with the turn of events. At 10 a.m., Perez contacted Selena to ask her where she was, because she was running late for her recording. Selena told her husband that she had to take care of one last business, and she would be back at Q Productions soon. It would be the last time the couple talked to each other. Back in the Days Inn motel, the arguments between the two women became worse. Selena told Saldivar point blank that she could not be trusted and that she should return her remaining financial papers. Just as she was talking, Selena saw a gun lying on the bed, close to Saldivar's bag. The woman pointed the gun at Selena, and as she was about to flee, Saldivar fired gunshots at her, at around 11:48 a.m. Selena ran for her life, and fell down, bleeding profusely. The hotel medics came up to her rescue, and tried their best to revive the singer who was fast losing consciousness. Just before losing consciousness, Selena blurted out the name of her assailant, and the motel room number in which she was staying. Selena was soon put in an ambulance that would take her to Corpus Christi Memorial Hospital. The paramedics tried their best to stop the bleeding, and even administered cardiopulmonary resuscitation to keep blood circulation going, but they knew that their efforts were in vain. The doctors couldn't locate her pulse on her neck, and her veins seemed to have collapsed due to blood loss. By the time Selena was rushed to Corpus Christi Memorial Hospital at 12 a.m., her pupils were dilated and she was not showing any vital signs. Selena Quintanilla Perez was pronounced dead from impaired artery and blood loss at 1:05 p.m. Outside the Day-Inn motel, the police were involved in a 9-hour standoff with Yolanda Saldivar, who went behind the wheel of her pickup truck and aimed a gun at her head, continuously saying, "I didn't mean to kill her." The police finally managed to talk Yolanda out of shooting herself by telling that Selena was alive and that she was not at fault, and arrested her. Yolanda was sentenced to life imprisonment, with possibility of parole, which comes up on March 30, 2025. The Hispanic community and fans of Selena, the world over, were clearly shocked by her death. There were candle marches throughout Texas as the fans lamented the loss of their most loved music icon. Selena was buried in Seaside Memorial Park in Texas. The revolver used to kill Selena disappeared after the trial. It was later found, dismantled and thrown into the Corpus Christi Bay in 2002, despite opposition from some fans and historians. Selena's fame and legacy over the time has continued to grow, with fans from far-off continents in Asia and Africa coming to know about her incredible story. Did you find this video helpful? If yes, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and press the bell icon for new videos.